I'm going to save this for later, but let's get to some recruiting. That's what people want to know about. What's going on? I know lots of visits coming up in June for Indiana. So let's talk about those.
Yeah, so Tamar Bates, actually, he was the first true official visitor for Mike Woodson. He had his official visit earlier this week, which went great. Obviously, he'll be back, I believe, in the next day or two to get back on campus full time here moving forward. But then the next one is an unofficial next week on the 9th, Jeremy Fears, 23 point guard. And then you have your next official visit for Caleb Banks on the 10th. Those are the next two coming up. And then every single week after that through the end of June, you're going to have at least one official visitor and almost at least one unofficial visitor that's scheduled as of now. So very busy week, especially now with coaches at least able to get out on the road moving forward here to actually see some of these recruits. So very busy time for Indiana. And then Jalen Hood Shafino ended up 2 days ago scheduling his official visit for the end of June as well. So you have 5 official visitors locked in, and then I think there's 4 more unofficial that are going to be in June. So very busy time for Indiana, very important month for Indiana, but a very exciting one because all of these guys, Indiana is in probably a very good spot, if not in that lead pack, to land at least 3 or 4 of these 2022 guys who will be on campus.
The difference alone this year in – well, the fact that they can get back out, but just in all things being equal, Indiana, the staff of Indiana getting out is night and day different between the last 4 years, because now when a kid looks over there, he's going to see a lot of faces that he already knows. That he's like, oh, there's Mike Woodson, man. Oh, there's Dane Fife. Could be Thad Matta. I mean, before it was, you probably couldn't see him. Probably just, but my point is the staff alone, their presence is a presence now. It used to be that way. The presence of an Indiana basketball staff used to make a presence at those events. That was not the case in the last 4 years. I mean, I'm not doing that to bash on Archie. You don't need to. I mean, I think the facts about that guy has come out. But now it's back to making a presence, and that matters. That matters to kids. They look over there. They want to see that, man. They want to know that he's here looking at me. They want to know that. Charlie Miller will tell you that. But it matters when you look over there and know that they have come to see you play as opposed to the third assistant. And Indiana has got an entire front line of guys where you're talking about Mike Woodson or Dane Fife or Thad Matta. And it goes deeper than that because Yasir Rosemond and Kenya Hunter, they've all become bigger names. So now Indiana has a staff, to me, that the entire staff makes a presence wherever they are.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the biggest thing with them moving forward is they have momentum on the recruiting trail. That's either in the transfer portal or with Tamar Bates. And you look at now just not only the confidence that staff would have had going on the road, but now you look at the past 2 months and they're probably the hottest staff in the entire country just with what they've been able to do. So the personalities that you touched on that they already have going into recruits' homes, going into AAU gyms, that presence itself speaks for itself. But now you look at the confidence and you look around and now the players not only want to join the program to be part of that family that Mike Woodson's trying to create, but you look around and again, you look at all the players who have decided to join just in a short period of time. And that just builds a lot of momentum outside of what the coaches can do because they see all the players. Players know each other through AAU. They know each other through friends. They know each other through family. And word travels fast, especially in AAU gyms. And kids like to see the make them feel just even more comfortable about doing that.
Yeah, Charlie Miller joins us now. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good. How was your week?
Good. I just got back from Abilene, Texas, about 3 hours away at a shooting camp. About 70 plus players from Tuesday through Thursday. So rock and roll time, good times, man.
Busy man. Jumped in perfect timing with what we were talking about to pick up on that. Indiana's staff now.
Yeah.
I was saying when they go, they all make a presence, and that's how it used to be. When an Indiana staff guy was there, I was like, "Oh God, that guy's from Indiana."
Right.
That hadn't been that way the last couple of years. It's back to being that way again, and that matters. I mean, you were a kid that was being recruited. How important was it if you knew or looked over and there was Bob Knight watching you play?
Oh man, no, that's significant. I mean, especially to what you guys are talking about. And to give you a story, for me, it was Coach Ron Felling, right? It was, here's this top assistant coach coming to Las Vegas to see me play and have interest. That was a big deal. And I think now what you were just talking about is, I want to make sure I'm saying Alec, correct? Alec, with Alex, it's true. It's a buzz, right? There's a swag right now. There's an essence. All players know each other across the board now, especially because social media. They talk a lot, right? Where are you looking at going? So there's an energy that's present, and that's good, right? And I don't want to go too far ahead of my point, but there's definitely an energy that I feel and I'm seeing, right? And confident, being comfortable, talking about bringing this family galvanized, right? He talked about Mike Woodson said he wants to galvanize not only the alums, but I think galvanize the program as well, players.
To me, it's readily evident that's happening.